Forgive me if I'm not too willing to put all my eggs into the basket of a representative of the government coming to this committee meeting and reading some emails to say there's nothing to see here, everything's fine, let's move on and do something else. This is to me not a good enough way to study this issue. The core issue, I think, if I look at it, is that on the 20th of November, there were lawyers in a court, and if you just think about the timing here, this would be during the day at some point, telling a judge something had happened, a decision had been made, when that very day, Cabinet was going to consider that idea, and generally speaking, Cabinet meetings are in the later part of the day. So to me, that raises a whole bunch of questions. Lawyers were told to do something in anticipation of something probably happening later that day. And then we get into all the date questions after that. So to me, there's an ample number of questions here that need to be addressed beyond the simple, oops, we made a mistake, it should have been this day or that day. I think right at the very start of this, before those supposed human errors were made, there was a fundamental question of whether lawyers were instructed by someone in Cabinet to say something that actually hadn't happened yet. And so to me, there are ample questions here that need to be looked at. We don't need to spend weeks on this and months. It's a very quick thing, but I believe that there is a very, very strong case to look at what was done and how it was done so that we can make sure that, if there was nothing wrong, that's great. But if there was something done wrong and it appears very questionable from that perspective, that I think it's something that we as parliamentarians must look at and make sure that there's some process that needs to be updated or fixed in the system. So to me, that's the fundamental question here. I think there's plenty of reasons to proceed with this study.